athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, so skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
Now the starting group for Orlando. We've got Carter. Markelle Fultz out there with Harris. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Tice in at the 4 slot.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here's LeBron. It's rebounded by Tice. Fultz looking around. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
James in the post. He's covered by Isaac. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Again, the Magic score.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Passes it to Davis. Now here's Caldwell Pope. James outside. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Caldwell Pope against Harris.
I see him.
Caldwell Pope kicks it over to Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's good from long range.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
Caldwell Pope against Harris. Pass to Fultz. Back to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Harris has got his second basket.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
James looking around. Shoots over Isaac and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, this guy can fill it up from anywhere. James is adept at realizing when to take advantage of that mid-range game he possesses.
Now here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. Harris inside the line. The shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. The teams have traded wins so far in the season series, taking 1 apiece. I asked Coach what worked for them in their win, and he said, "We were giving LeBron too much respect in that game. We didn't challenge him enough or force the ball out of his hands. We can't let that happen tonight. So I guess we'll see what happens when the ball is out of LeBron's hands tonight. Guys?"
Thanks, David. The Magic shooting their first free throws of this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the first one drops.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
He doesn't get the second one. Lakers trail by 4. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Carter. Down low. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
The pass to Isaac. Here's the three. The Lakers with the rebound. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Now Harris. Pass to Fultz. With the teardrop. It's rebounded by Schroeder. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Free throw good, LeBron. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Now here's Fultz. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet, and he banks in the layup.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Tice. Here's Carter. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in. And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Fultz. That 3 off the mark.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Harris, and Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And so here's Orlando. 4-point game. Another block.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Drummond.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Dennis Schroeder. Last season's performance for him averaged 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Here's Fultz. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Pass to Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Free throw good, Drummond. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
Now, here's Tice. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Now, here's LeBron. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. James left side. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Lakers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Al Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Free throw good, LeBron.
It just seems like LeBron James doesn't age. Still so dominant in the second half of his career. This guy is incredible in virtually every statistical category.
Carter, the pass to Aminu. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. A fresh 14 for Orlando. And then Carter with the dunk.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now here's Schroeder. Over Aminu.
You got it. Come on.
Drummond passes to Davis. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Then offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Now the pass to Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
Carter outside, out left to the wing. From beyond the arc, he scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here is Davis. Here's Drummond. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Drummond's got 8.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Pass to Tice. Aminu against James. Passes it to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Davis surveying the floor. Aminu against LeBron. Back to Davis. Oh, that's blocked. Harris against Schroeder. Knocks it loose. James with it. 11 points in the game. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 4. Ball's knocked loose. Harris passes to Fultz. Aminu with the bounce pass. Carter outside, just 5 to shoot. From deep. And Davis pulls it down.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Caldwell Pope kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Davis. To the middle, and it's blocked. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Number 1, Andre Drummond.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
.131 left in the first quarter. Harris outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Fultz kicks to Aminu. Harris against Caldwell Pope. Harris passes to Carter. Here's Aminu. On the wing, Harris. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Harris's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Schroeder with the ball. Guarded by Fultz. And it's Schroeder missing. Harris outside. The layup missed.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, you You see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
We've got Davis. He's out there with Harrell. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5.
Well, when Dennis Schroeder is in attack mode, he is skilled enough to get the defense to overcommit.
Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That to me is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Schroeder hits them both.
You know, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
Now, here's Fultz. Here's Ross. No good on that one.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
To the paint. Here's Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Davis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Ross. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Schroeder against Ross. Schroeder passes to Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Magic trail by 11. And here's Fultz. 7 points in the game. And the pass to Bamba. And here is Ross. Can they get it? Another miss by Orlando.
Yo, watch Kuzma.
Aminu against Kuzma. Caruso makes it off the glass. Caruso's got his first points in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Ross. Out to the right wing.
Come on, box him out, man.
Bamba kicks to Fultz. Lets the 3 fly. But they'll get another chance. And Tice gets it to go.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Pass to Davis. Back to Schroeder. Kuzma, right side. Trying to get open is Davis. The shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got his first basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. Last year, getting it done. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here are the Lakers. They're on an 11-2 run.
Come get it.
Passes to Kuzma.
Set up. Screen coming.
Back to Schroeder.
Yo, 18.
Davis up top. It's stolen by Tice. Pushing it up. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Here's Schroeder. 8 points for him. Ross with a steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Ross is running. Over to the wing. Pass to Aminu. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Fultz. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Schroeder passes to Davis. Back to Schroeder. There's the pass to Caruso. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Fultz. He has 7, and so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And Orlando making a change here. Porter's checked in. Los Angeles on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Caruso. Basket good. Caruso's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Shoots from 12. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here is Porter after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Bamba trying to break free, off target at the rim.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
It's Schroeder with the drive, and he gets the bucket. Schroeder's got 12.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Isaac's checked in for Orlando.
Out of bounds.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Here's Caruso.
Hey, yo, right here.
To the right side. Kuzma passes to Harrell. Shot clock at 6.
Hey, watch him.
Schroeder against Bamba.
Can we remember that Mo Bamba has a 7'10" wingspan? That will alter a shot or two.
Porter kicks to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Shoots over Schroeder, and the basket by Isaac.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-6 run. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. Some changes for the Lakers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Harrell. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Alex Caruso. And a switcher also for Orlando. Harris is checked in. Here's Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Schroeder. From the arc. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Passes it to Porter. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Drummond. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
This guy has quality wingspan for his size. Dennis Schroeder can adapt and adjust to defensive pressure.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Carter, he's checked in for the Magic.
One shot.
That's good from Schroeder. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Here's Schroeder. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Kept alive. Here's Carter, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
And that one falls for Carter. Carter hits them both. Lakers leading by 19 points. LeBron outside. Drummond in the post. Carter on him. And that one's good. Drummond's got 10 points in the game. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Bulls. Now here's Fultz. 9 points in the game so far. Over Morris. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
Now here's Fultz after LeBron James's miss.
Get the perimeter.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Schroeder. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, there are not many players in the league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
Now Fultz. Harris outside. 1:36 left here in the second. Back to Fultz. Here's the teardrop. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
To the inside. They need this. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder. The Magic have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And he makes the first. Carter hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Watch Dennis.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Here's James. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Hey, come around.
Fultz kicks to Bamba. Fultz with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Just 5 on the clock. He tries for 3, but they get it back. Harris with it. Guarded now by Morris. Feeds it to Carter. Harris looking it over from deep. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Dennis Schroeder playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Orlando?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joe, what up?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. They've got Jonathan Isaac. Harris is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
2.
The first free throw is good. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And both free throws good for Davis. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. The pass to Harris.
Switch.
He dishes it to Carter. Here's Isaac. And the 3 ball is good. Isaac's got 5 now.
Right now, playing with a terrific rhythm. Jonathan Isaac, assertive guy who can burn you with the catch and shoot.
Stolen by Carter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. They get it again. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Isaac's got his 3rd basket of the night. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The drive by James Davis. Orlando grabs the miss. Tice has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Harris from the arc. Here's Carter. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and banks it in. Caldwell Pope's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, rising to the challenge. KCP, often deterred by physical play, converts through the contact on that one.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Fultz. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Puts it up from 12, and LeBron with the basket, the assist by Drummond. 15 points for LeBron.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Harris inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's sent back by Drummond. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Harris outside for the 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here is Harris. 10 points for him. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Tice. Another miss by Orlando.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's in there. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now, here's Fultz. 9 points in the game so far. To halt the run. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Terrence Ross is checked in for Harris. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Now here is Carter, 11 points in the game. To stop the drought, and the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, I like seeing Jonathan Isaac work in the mid-range. This guy is demonstrating the touch to score from there.
James outside. Drummond working against Carter. Here's Davis, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Isaac with the ball. Working on James, and the basket by Isaac.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Yo, whose man's is Dennis?
Now, here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Isaac doesn't get it to drop for him.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
The Lakers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Two.
That's good from Schroeder. Some changes for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Caldwell Pope. And a change for the Magic. Al Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Wendell Carter. And he makes both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. Pass to Tice. Knocked loose. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Louis, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
A slight rebound advantage for them. 1 more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Kuzma. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit. Lakers leading by 23.
Watch LeBron.
LeBron outside. Passes it to Caruso. Kuzma with it. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Caruso. To the middle. With the fadeaway. And it's LeBron missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
And a career high in scoring, Doris, for Terrence Ross last season.
Boy, he thrived in the instant offense role off the bench. This guy unleashed into an aggressive, assertive, shot-hunting scorer. What a season he had.
That free throw good from Ross. Here's Caruso. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Hey, James!
Davis, the pass to Kuzma.
Get there!
Pass to James. 5 to shoot.
Screen!
Outside, Davis.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Ross kicks to Tice. Fultz with the ball. He's against Kuzma. Fultz, no good. Lakers leading by 20. And there's the pass to Caruso. Davis finds James. Back to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 11 points for Davis.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 9. Floats one up. Great D that time from Harrell. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now here's Ross, guarded closely. Offline with the baseline jumper. The Lakers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Davis. Aminu grabs the miss.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Goes up on the wing, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Caruso's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, if LeBron never scored a point, he'd still be valuable to an offense. How good a pass is that?
Fultz. That shot off. LeBron with some nice D. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They grab their own miss. Kuzma passes to Harrell. LeBron outside. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, 6'8" and 200, who knows how many pounds, but the King, one of the most apropos nicknames in sport.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And the Magic making a change here. Bamba's checked in. Now a chance to break down how the starters and reserves have contributed in the scoring department tonight for the Magic. Orlando moving the ball around. Ross on the wing. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 5th is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
James kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Harrell. Here's Caruso. Passes it to Davis. Over Aminu. On the money from 12 feet away. Davis has got 13 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Fultz. 9 points in the game so far. Ross passes to Bamba. To the paint. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Caruso, guarded by Fultz. Down low. Here's Davis, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Now looking now at the numbers for Kyle Kuzma. Good season for him last year. He averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
To the inside, here's Aminu, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Here's Bamba, and the rejection by Harrell. Here's Aminu. Here's Caruso. 6 points for him. James outside. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. Gary Harris, he's checked in for the Magic.
Shooting one.
Free throw drops for James. Now here's Fultz. He's got 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Harris outside to end the run. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kuzma against Harris. Kuzma passes to Davis. Over Fultz. And Davis can't get it to go. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Down low. And the rejection by Harrell. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Now here's James. Following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. James finds Davis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Kevin, of all LeBron's championship characteristics, and there are many, his greatest may be his unselfishness.
Now here is Carter. He's got 11. Poked loose. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Both shots good from the stripe. Now LeBron, 22 points for him. Kuzma outside. Caldwell Pope for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Caldwell Pope. Marcus Saul is out there with Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Cook in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Second shot opportunity. And it's Carter missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. The Magic shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Pass to Harris. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
He gets that one.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Here's Kuzma, and it's sent back by Isaac, and they'll keep possession. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Floats one. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Well, the size and the length of Jonathan Isaac presents a problem for the defense. This guy uses that frame to draw fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Thus far in his young career, Jonathan Isaac's strength, I think, Doris, his defense.
That has everything to do, Kevin, with his blend of length and mobility. This guy can be extremely disruptive on that end of the floor, and Jonathan Isaac will grow offensively as well.
And the Magic making a change here. Ennis is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
Here is Cook, guarded by Augustine. Cook, the pass to Kuzma.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And both free throws good for Kuzma. Doris, some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live, because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Now, here's Caldwell Pope, and it's sent back by Isaac. First one falls for him.
Get in there.
Good on both. You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. You think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Now here is Augustine. After the miss from Contavious Caldwell Pope, shot by Ennis, nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. It's Kuzma penetrating.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Carter. Over Gasol. And it's good off the back rim and in. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Cook. Gasol trying to free himself up. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Birch has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to the wing. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Ennis with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's deflected. Here's Kuzma. Rebound by the Magic.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Ennis kicks to Isaac. And here's Ennis. Carter on the wing. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's Carter missing. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Caldwell Pope. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you see the quickness of KCP bursting to the rim.
Here's Augustine. Pass to Birch. Now here's Isaac. Over Cook. Hits the jump hook. Isaac's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Cook looking it over. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Doris, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caruso's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Carter Williams is checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both. Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Can we remember this guy is 6'10", so if he's in position, turn the lights out.
Here is Cook. Gasol inside. The turnaround J, it's good. Gasol's got his first 2 points of the night. Now here is Augustine. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Clock is at 3, and here's Gasol outside. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the wing on the left. Poked away. Passes to Caruso. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Carter Williams. And the layup's good off the glass.
Carter Williams looks like he's floating out there, but has that deceptive first step.
Kuzma outside. Now here is Morris. He's covered by Isaac. Morris looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now. But when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Magic getting the bucket. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here is Cook, guarded by Augustine. Kuzma outside. Back to Cook. Pass to Caruso. He feeds it to Gasol. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct. Here's Birch. Augustine finds Carter Williams. Carter with it. Over Gasol. Carter with the bucket. Here is Cook. There's the pass to Gasol. Here's Caruso. Pass to Dudley. It's stolen by Carter. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Augustine with the ball. Outside for Carter Williams. Four on the shot clock. Shoots a 3. They get the rebound. Carter gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jones. Here's Caruso. Carter Williams covering. Outside Gasol. Carter pulls it in. And it's Ennis with the ball for the Orlando Magic. And Gasol sends it back.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
Now Ennis. Missed.
The ability to read your opponent. Marc Gasol is such a tremendous one-on-one defender.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and understood that you really can win every time out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. And we got to go out there and fight every game, you know, hustle, our energy, our defense, and you know, we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.